Welcome to welcome to my new series called Boots and Beaches. As you can tell, I'm on shore duty. Yes, I'm still in the Navy. No, this is not a commercial. So I'm cross rating from OS to NC. If you've already seen that, you've seen it on my page before. So I'm just going to give you a couple of things that as I'm converting over, some things you should know about an NC. Okay? So the first one is we help with retention. I'm saying we as if I'm converting now because I've been getting help on the sub base with some fantastic NCs. You do, in order to convert, you do need to make sure that it's within your year rating. So think of the year that you got into boot camp, right? You need to look that up and find out if you are actually eligible, because a lot of these rates you're not eligible because of I think it's called Health Lines. I can't remember what it's called. But yeah, so you need to do that. You're going to do a 1306, which is converting. If you were undesignated pack sailor like me, then you understand the whole 1306 situation. Basically, you're seeing what rates are available for you, if you can walk on, because there's some rates where you can convert, which you can always convert to a PS, a YN. Those are walk-on rates, an OS if you choose to. But I decided I didn't want to because I would die as E5. And I just feel like me as a person, I could do better than that, right? So I have a couple of things for you to know if you didn't exactly know what a career counselor does. So, of course, we help with any counseling that you want to do. I'm talking SRB. So if you're a GSM, a GSE, MMs, to let you know what type of bonuses that you're available for. And I'm talking about Zone A, Zone Alpha, let's get technical here. Zone Alpha, Zone Bravo, Zone Charlie. All of those are different zones which you can get more money for. A lot of people don't realize that. So when I say zones, it's dependent on where you're located at. So say if you're overseas, there's a certain amount of money that you're eligible for. But you do need to put in the process, like put in for that money ahead of time so that you can get that. Now, when I'm saying that, we're thinking reenlistments, right? That's what we're talking about. We're talking about when it's time to reenlist, how much money you can get. I can help you with that. Of course, retaining the sailors. So even if you decide you want to go ahead and you want to get out, maybe you want to do the 422 situation. That's dependent on the people that came in after 2020. So you know how you used to do 4 years or 5 years of a contract, and then you go ahead and you go to shore duty. There's something else called 422. If you want me to go more into depth about that, I can do that for you. Then we also have TAP. TAP is Transitional Assistance. Is it program? I feel like it's program, but I could be wrong. I could look that up for y'all later. But TAP is for those people who are getting out and they need assistance transitioning back into the civilian sector. What TAP does is TAP allows you to get your resume together, possibly get a job. There's a lot of people that you can speak to about that. Maybe you want to go to school. There's people that are able to help you with the school process if you're not sure how to get into the school. Remember, you can also use your GI Bill. You can also use Post 9/11 Bill. GI Bill is a monthly stipend if you're not aware of. GI Bill is you can use whatever your rank is. So say if you're E5, E6, you can use that as housing and also for your school. But there's a cool thing that a lot of people don't know about is depending on your state. So this cool thing called Hazelwood, that's in Texas, right? So if you got in to the military while you're in Texas, any part of Texas, San Antonio, Central Texas, Dallas, it doesn't matter wherever you got. There's a thing called Hazelwood that gives you 4 years, 120 hours for free. So you don't even have to touch your GI Bill. You don't even have to touch your Post 9/11, which is fantastic, and I think a lot of people don't realize that. So kudos to anybody that is in Texas. Shout out to my Texas people. One more time for TSU, Texas Southern University, the original TSU. We can help you with that also. Let me see. And then we do presentations and outreach. So when it says presentations and outreach, it's literally talking about, we're talking to commands, we're talking to families. Say if someone is going first time going underway, or maybe they're going on deployment. Sometimes people are not aware of what you need to do with that. Going back, let's circle back to TAPS. TAPS is also good for family too, fleet and family. So if you need to know how your TRICARE is going to work, we can go ahead and get you set up with that. with someone over there in Fleet and Family, so you can help with that, because transitioning, you won't be active duty, but you need to know just in case you have any type of mental health issues, or maybe you got hurt and you need to be set up with VA. They have those people that you can speak to also. Then we have supervision and training, and supervision and training is definitely converting other NCs, like I'm getting converted to NC. So I'm getting help from NC1s, I'm getting help from the ISICs, I'm getting help from TICOM, I'm getting help from, I'm on Pearl Harbor, of course. So I work on Ford Island, so I'm getting help with people that work on Pearl Harbor. So yes, I'm on shore duty, but I can still go on boats. So I'm getting hands-on training with that, so that I'll be able to help other people who want to or don't know about transit, like converting over to NC. And then any other resources that maybe people are not aware about. We don't only do your CDBs, which is your career development board. We also help you with things that you want to do in life. Like, I had a really great NC on my first boat. I was on George H.W. Bush. Shout out to the Bush. Shout out to Captain. Is he a captain or he's an admiral now? I don't know if y'all remember him. Sean Bailey, 2018. Fantastic guy. I hope his pillow is cold every night. So it made me realize all the things that I could do. Also, with the pack sailors, now there's a thing that now when you choose your rate, you can also choose where you're going. When I was a pack sailor, I didn't get that. Like, they gave me a piece of paper and they were like, hey, what do you want to be? Do you want to stay with the bosun mates, or do you want to get out of here? And I was like, I actually want to be an AO. I think that's kind of cool, blowing up stuff, or maybe a GM. But I didn't want to wait an extra cycle, so I went with the OSs. But you can wait another cycle. Also, technically, as a pack sailor, it's dependent on the platform that you're on. You might not get stuck with the bosun mates. You can actually be undes with engineering, which will be a fireman. You can also be with the LSs, which is kind of cool too. And then usually what happens is people stay with what they're familiar with. So also, I'm going to be talking about the pack sailors because I was pack sailors. I love pack sailors. I get it. We were in the trenches. But if you have any more questions, we're going to do a couple of these. I want to say every week I'm going to come in with some information that maybe you didn't know about the career counselor, or maybe in the Navy world that maybe you were unsure about. So let me know what you want to hear or you want to talk about, and I will do my bestest as your new Navy neighbor since I'm not completely converted over yet, but the process and what it entails. Okay, thank y'all. Make sure you like and subscribe. Bye.